Why are you on these dating applications? What is your, like, ultimate outcome?
I want a girlfriend.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I do. I mean, I've like hooked up with a fair amount of females in my life, so you know, I like feel like that's a cheap thrill at this point, and I would like just to be committed to one person. It's just hard in the city because everyone's so busy.
Yeah.
It's hard to be in a committed relationship because it's very hard to be committed to someone when it's really hard to carve that much time out of your schedule every week for one person.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of have to be content with seeing someone very infrequently.
What type of woman are you looking for?
I don't know, just kind of like me, like kind of like an offbeat sense of humor and style and interests and point of view.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna. I don't know. We're not like we wouldn't go to like some Irish bar in Midtown and drink Bud Lights. We're gonna go to the booby trap in Bushwick and drink PBRs or whatever. You know?
Yeah. You should put that in there. What are your turn-ons and turn-offs?
I like if a girl has humor in her profile. Like case in point, I remember at one point I saw this girl in her profile. She was like, I like healthy food. Yeah, I like fruit. I mean grapes. Okay, I'm talking about wine. And it was funnier the way she wrote it, but. And then I'm just trying to think like funny things. This girl was talking about how in her profile like why she's aggressively single, and I just thought the term aggressively single was fucking hilarious. And she likened herself to like some character from Mad Men, which I thought was hilarious. If just a girl that has in her photos like there's a certain body type that I really like not too skinny, but like just like kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like if a girl is like proud of her body, then that to me is a turn on. And that goes back to the whole like, okay, like are you just like showing a photo of your face? Like, yeah, like I'm not afraid to admit that like someone's body is like that definitely informs my decision making when it comes to the online dating apps.
Yeah. Any turn-offs?
Oh man, any turn-offs? I don't know, like, and it kind of sucks if it just like. If it's like no information is in the bio and it's like their Instagram screen name, it's like come on, like tell me something more than that, you know?
Do you think that loneliness or boredom plays a factor to when you're actively participating in the online dating community?
Both. Like loneliness in the sense that, you know, I don't know, I have a few friends up here, but I don't know that many people.
Yeah.
In New York, you know, the lifestyle's like, it's kind of lonely. You know, people live in different parts of the city, different boroughs. So you have to really go out of your way to mingle with people. So my like main social outlet for the past few months has been online dating.
I'm not laughing at you. I think that's
you can
awesome.
laugh at me.
No, I'm not. No, I promise. I'm not. I think that's awesome. I feel like that's great that you like will honestly admit that because I think that really applies to a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, so with what was I gonna say? So like before I came up here, I started dating that girl in like February, right? And for 6 months before that, when I was living in Raleigh still. That was the city where I went to college, but then I went back there after Thailand and got a job, like a professional job.
Right.
And I didn't even try to date for like 6 months that I was there. From like July, for the 6 months that I was there before I started dating this girl.
Yeah.
Because I had such a bad taste in my mouth in college. Because I just felt like I struggled so much with like the types of girls there. It was like a lot of just like southern sorority girl, like princesses and shit. I don't know. I just like didn't do well like going out to bars trying to like chase those types of girls around. So I had this chip on my shoulder about myself and about girls. So I was like, fuck it, like I'm not even gonna like touch this. And then I started dating this girl that I had a crush on for years. And then after that ended, I realized that your sex life, your romantic life isn't something that you can just ignore. It's a necessary part of your life.
Yeah.
And so that's why I like the apps, because it's not just like me going out to a bar and cold approaching a girl. That's not really my forte. With it's with dating apps, you know, just kind of like a sealed environment where they have mutual interests.
Do you find yourself reaching out to women when you feel a certain way at a specific time of the day or specific time of the week?
My big routine a few weeks ago was like on the train in the morning.
Oh, really?
I'd always do the maximum amount of swipes on Tinder because, you know, I came from a sales background. I worked in sales in Raleigh.
Right.
And online dating, like Tinder and Bumble, it's like sales. You know, in sales they have the term the pipeline, right? You got to fill your sales pipeline up. You get as many potential prospects as possible in the pipeline, and then you pull some good leads out of it every now and then. So you have to maximize your opportunity. You have to get all your swipes in. It's a labor of love. You gotta be very mechanical and systematic.
Do you have any rules about how long you should wait to respond to a message?
Oh God, I hate that shit.
I know.
I try to be pretty prompt when I respond. You know, I don't like to like do this thing where like I wait 24 hours. You know, if someone responds to me promptly, I'll definitely respond quickly.
Do you have a staple opening message that you send to women?
No. Because I base it on what I see in her photo or in her text. Like, depending on little elements of the photo, like, oh, okay, like, where are your glasses Warby Parkers? Like, what kind of wine are you drinking in that photo?
Right.
What kind of dog is that? This one girl, she had a photo where she was eating this, like, jar of sorbet, right? And it was purple. And I asked her, are you eating a Yankee Candle in your photo? And she loved that. But then, as the conversation carried on, we started talking about politics, and I told her about how I wish that Michael Bloomberg had ran for president, and that really turned her off.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. What are your thoughts on offensive or aggressive or sexually degrading messages?
Oh, I think it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah. Like, case in point, I was with this one girl a few weeks ago, and I wasn't like, I was just out with some people, and this girl happened to be in the group. I wasn't dating her.
Yeah.
And she was swiping on Bumble, and she matched with some guy, and she asked him, okay, so what do you like to do in New York City? And he said, eat pussy. And that's so vulgar. It's some college kid fraternity type shit. You can't talk to girls like that.
You've never said anything like that to women?
Oh, maybe years ago, like four years ago, but now not on a dating app. Like, I've never come out that explicit.
Really?
No, I've never.
Do you have any examples of like any positive or negative first dates that you feel like sharing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In terms of positive, so with this girl that I kind of want to get serious with,
yeah.
We met at some place in some place around where she lives, like the Clinton Hill Bedside area, some cool bar.
Yeah.
We just went and sat on the back patio and had like 4 beers each. Just the conversation flowed very organically. And, you know, I thought she was attractive. We made each other laugh. And she smelled good, and walked her home, gave her a kiss on the cheek, and it was great. And then, so it just felt good. It felt real. Like I wanted to hang out with her more. I went on a horrible date a few months ago with this girl that I met off of Coffee Meets Bagel.
Really?
Yeah, we met at Proletariat in the East Village. It's like this little crap beer bar. And it was just a situation where, so you saw my profile, I was like, hey, why do people like How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory?
Right.
At one point we were talking about TV shows, and she's like, yeah, you know, like, I don't really like old movies. I'm a big fan of like How I Met Your Mother, and I was just like, damn. But it was just a situation where anytime one of us opened our mouth, the other person was talking. Like, we just kept interrupting each other, and not in a good way. And both got to the point where we were like staring at our drinks and like staring at our phones.
Oh no!
And when I told her I was 26, she was like, I thought you were 27, and that like really crushed her.
Are there a number of dates you think should happen before you have sex with someone?
I think if the first date goes well, you know, you do like a good midweek school night date, first date, goes well, then you meet on a Friday, you meet on a Friday, drink a little more, and then like, you know, you have sex at the end of the second date. That to me is like the ideal timeline.
Have you ever been ghosted before?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Does that happen a lot?
Not a lot. I mean, it's happened to me a few times. Like with that girl that I slept with on the first date, like 2 weeks ago I asked her, so like when do I get to cook you dinner? And that was after we had gone out again and like met for some midday drinks on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And we had done that a few times and it wasn't really going anywhere. So I'm finally like, okay, like I need to like speed things up, like get her over to the house, cook dinner for her, put a movie on. And then so she was like, oh, what a great question. It depends on your availability. And I was like, I told her, okay, I'm available this day. How about you? haven't heard from her since. So I'm chalking that up as a ghosting.
Yeah.
But
Does that, like, how do you feel about that?
oh, it hurts my feelings, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you done that to a woman before?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Oh, because I'm not a perfect person. You know, I'm just as shitty as the shittiest girl that I've crossed paths with.
Yeah.
You know, I don't claim any moral high ground.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes, last time I ghosted someone, it was 4 years ago, and I just felt like it was easier. And I will say, I have changed since then to where I haven't ghosted people, and there have been girls that I've slept with, that I've dated in New York, that I've decided that I didn't want to date anymore, and I've told them out front. I didn't just stop texting them. So I haven't done that in New York. The last time I did it was when I was in college. So I'd like to think that maybe, you know, I'm a little better now, but I'm not going to claim some moral high ground.
What do you like about online dating?
The transactional nature of it. It's you know, like I said, it's in a environment where you're both looking for someone, and if someone swipes right on you, then they're probably interested in you on some level. It's not like if I see some girl that I'm attracted to at the bar and I talk to her, she might talk to me for a few minutes, but just because she doesn't want to be a bitch and like just walk away from me. Online dating is a good thing. Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off of just like meeting someone out at the bar.
Yeah. Why should a woman go on a date with you?
Oh, because I'm very candid. You know, I'm very transparent. I'll pick up the check, and I'm very forward with my intentions, and I wouldn't bullshit them. And I think I'm a fairly interesting person. Like, I have a fairly well cultivated set of tastes and interests, and I can have decent conversation. I'm moderately intelligent. I'm not gonna send you a dick pic or like expect you to have sex with me like on the first date. Maybe on the second date.